of course, your old club.
Yeah, it'll be nice to play them. I feel like I've got a bit of a point to prove against them as well. And more importantly, it's a massive game for Cheltenham Football Club. There's another three big points up for grabs. So.
And both teams coming into the game in good form as well. So it's got all the makings of actually a very good game.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good game. It'll be a tight game. Obviously, Chris Todd has got the job at the moment, and I've played with him as a player at Hereford as well. And obviously, when I was there, he was assistant. So yeah, I think that he's a great guy, and he's done well with the time that he's had there so far in charge. So yeah, it's got the makings of a good game, but hopefully it will swing one way.
What's the secret to that in terms of building on that result and sort of making sure that you back it up?
Yeah, that's it. I think that the 3 points on Tuesday night was massive. If we would have left there with a draw, our mental state, I think we still would have been in a strong place, but we wouldn't. Our mental state, with especially drawing too many games, the gaffer put a lot of emphasis on that we're drawing too many games. And for me personally, I looked at. Funny enough, last night I looked at the Barnet, their record of last year, and Bristol Rovers, and obviously the draws in this league, especially, you'd rather win, lose, rather than keep drawing games. Draws almost like a loss, and yeah, so it was massively important, and I feel like we do need to go and back that up. We've put ourselves in a good position, so if we can back that up on Saturday, yeah, it will be good. And then obviously going into the FA Cup game, which is a big game for the club. And then Grimsby, we've got a tough 3 weeks coming, but I think it will be a vital 3 weeks for Cheltenham Football Club.
And in terms of looking further ahead, I mean, how do the management say? Is it the old cliche, just take it one game at a time, or do they sort of say, look, actually, big month coming up and break the season down into sort of blocks of 2s and 3s?
We started at the start. It was a monthly with the gaffer that he wanted the 2 points per game. That's what he wants over the course of the season. So yeah, as a player and as a unit, which we all are, we do take it game by game. But yeah, that two points per game target, and we all know where we need to be at the end of the season. So yeah, we just take it each game by game, really.
And a win on Saturday, and you're back up to that 2 points per game average.
Yeah, that's where we want to be. So we need to try our hardest to make that happen.
Got to mention your record of yellow cards at the moment. It's obviously frustrating for you. I mean, do you feel how hard done by do you feel? Because I mean, 7 bookings, they can't all be sort of perfectly legitimate ones, can they?
I think you said it. It's just frustrating, really. I think it doesn't help that I'm 6'5" and it might look a little bit awkward than what it actually is. But the one on Tuesday, I'm very disappointed with that. I haven't had a chance to see it back yet, but I was just saying, I think that three of the 7 bookings ain't actually bookings, and when you want to go into tackles and things like that, with that the 10 game and the 10 yellow cards and the 2 game suspension, it's not ideal. But as a player, I don't think that you can think like that. If the refs are going to penalise you for that, then one, I need to try and be a little bit more clever, or I'm not going to stop going in for the tackles or whatnot. So yeah, it's frustrating, but at the same time, you need to put it at the back of your mind on what will be.
Yeah, I suppose it's a difficult situation for you in terms of, do you play differently, or because the aggression that's in your game, that's what the manager wants. That's what you're there for in some ways, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. You can't let them sort of things get in your head. Like you just said, do we take it game by game? Yeah, I do. And before a game, I'm not going in there thinking I'm not going to go in for a tackle. So yeah, it's really frustrating. But that's where the good squad comes in and whatnot. What we've got, and yeah, it's like I said, it is frustrating. But you can't dwell on that. I'm frustrated by it.
On the plus side for the team, though, great for Ace to come on and score the winner on Tuesday night.
Yeah, he deserves it, Ace. He's obviously been through a lot with his injury. I was made up for him. I think the whole team were made up for him because he's such a nice lad. And like I said, he's been through a hell of a lot with his injury. I touch wood, I've never been in a situation like that, but I couldn't think of anything worse. So fair play to the lad. It was a great finish as well, and we were all really made up for him.
And I suppose if goals can keep coming from any part of the team, then that's great for Cheltenham going forwards.
Yeah, I've said it before, and I'll continue to say it. We've got goals all over the pitch, and people can change games at any one moment by something special. I.e. Billy as well. He's come on. He's done great. I'm buzzing for him as well. So yeah, all we need is maybe Deals to get on the score sheet, and that'll be quite a lot of us, won't it? That'll be mostly all of us.
I think the fullbacks might be a little bit annoyed if that happens.
Yeah, most definitely.
Cheers, Harry. Thank you for that.
Harry, you said Eastleigh, you've got something to prove there. Do you feel it just didn't go for you last season?
It's a bit of a sore subject for me, really. I feel like I got messed around a little bit. Got offered a new contract, and then for what reason I didn't want to take the contract, and I found myself out of the team, and it is quite a sore subject, really. So I feel like I'm going into that with what's the word? Well, I'm going into it. I'm excited about the game, and like I said, the most important thing is that the Cheltenham we get the 3 points. So everyone will be fully committed towards that.
Yeah, obviously Cheltenham people might not know a lot about them, but they've got some good players, haven't they, Eastleigh?
Most definitely, they've got that going forward as well. They've got a few players that can single-handedly change games and score goals. So obviously we'll be watching the DVD, and we'll get tuned into Eastleigh as much as what we can and find out as much about them as what we possibly can. But yeah, they've got some good players, but let's not take away what we're doing. We've got a great squad, so going into that we should be fully confident. Yeah,
and I suppose everybody's just keen for that decent start again after a bit of a rocky time Tuesday, a bit of a rocky time at Gateshead as well.
We just keep on doing it, don't we? The most important thing, we need to find a way to win games, and the Gaffer's reiterated, do whatever it takes. We need to do whatever it takes to be top of the league come the end of the season. So if we keep on coming from behind and we keep on winning games and keep our consistency of not losing games but picking up as many wins as what we can, then that's the most important thing.
Yeah, do you almost take more confidence from doing what you did at Bromley than maybe having a regulation 2-0 win?
Yeah, I think one thing that the fans especially can take from us as a squad is that our character, and I never say die. We never give up, and we are 100% committed behind what everyone's trying to achieve here. So, yeah, it's like I said, the character of the boys and the group is superb. I've never been part of a changing room that wants to do something so bad as what this group does. And yeah, we're all part of it, and we're all eager to succeed.
Excellent.